Okay, dear sisters and Dhamma friends, we are going to have a common discussion or a common interviews. So if I am to give a little brief introduction, it is, as far as the outlook is concerned, almost like a discussion. But I would like to mention that we are not going to take theoretical questions. We are going to discuss only the personal experiences and the question related to individual experience. So therefore don't raise general theoretical questions. That I will accommodate to the fairly to the discussion or the question and answer, but not here. So this is confined to interviews, or in Sinhala we call Kamatang. And some people, when we are doing, of course, personal interviews, they don't like recording. It is not necessary, they are not happy with. But now here what is happening is you write questions, the person do not know. So the question happens, answering happens, so anonymity is secured. So before starting, I would like to get the consent. Is it okay to record it, or if there are any objection for a recording of the interviews? If it is so, definitely we will respect that privacy. Otherwise, presently it is recording. So if there are any objection, we are going to stop it. And the other one is that it is already in the transmission. So others from the rest of the world can listen. But they can't raise questions, because it is one way, but only they can write and Chandra can read. If there are questions from that side, Chandra can present to the audience. As the time permits, for the time schedule, we will try to accommodate them also. But I see Sunil is already prepared with the already written questions. So I would like to invite Sunil to present questions to the discussion to start the session. Yes.
Okay. Venerable Bhante, what is the difference between equanimity, upekka, and adukkhamma sukha?
So these are the one I call theoretical question, reject from the right from the beginning. So if the particular person wish, can raise in the question and answer session, but still I would say, wait till the CDC is finishing, because in the Dhamma talk, definitely I will tackling it. But it's too early to take that kind of question to the first interviews. Sorry.
I have been doing concentration meditation for more than 2 years, starting with Anapanasati and then moving to jhanas up to 4th jhana. After reaching 4th jhana, stonified and can't feel anything within bracket, I used to reflect on anicca, dukkha, anatta of thoughts arising due 6 components: eye, ear, nose, tongue, skin, body and mind. After listening to your Dhamma talk, I on my own decided to stay mindful after reaching 4th jhana. Am I doing the right thing? I very well understand that this is different to your method of teaching, but now I am in a state of confusion where advice is really required from a teacher who respects both concentration and insight meditation techniques. I humbly request your guidance and advice more forward in my spiritual journey on this. May Triple Gem bless you.
So my question is, cross question, can someone develop 4th jhana without mindfulness? If the particular person is developing mindful 4th jhana after the mindfulness, without mindfulness, and now introducing mindfulness becoming a contradiction, that I can't understand. Because whether it is concentration meditation or vipassana, the proximate factor, basic is mindfulness. So for both, mindfulness happen. So if it is so, there cannot be any contradiction. But there is a contradiction in the writing. So that means that I would like to pinpoint, can someone develop jhanic experiences without mindfulness? If the mindfulness is already familiarized, if the mindfulness is already there, developing mindfulness cannot be a contradiction. So for this kind of question, I wish to cross-question. And the particular person still need the anonymity, I'll go to the next question. If the particular person wish to add their own experience or answer the cross-questions, then we can develop a dialogue and rapport, and then it will be leading. Otherwise, I can't assume, I can't presume how to go into jhanic experience without mindfulness. So we are going to the next question.
The multitasking young mothers, multitasking young modern day mothers and fathers.
No, it's a weak, we have to kick off.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
You can try.
The multitasking young modern day mothers and fathers, especially mothers, seems a marvel. I understand that a consciousness can use only one sense door at a time. Its nature is one of change. But I have been wondering how it changes so dramatically in keeping with modern times. That's the first question.
No question there. This is just a statement.
Okay, the second question. Are mindfulness and awareness the same? I feel both are observing, comprehending and reflecting mind. But to me, mindfulness seems to have a bigger responsibility. Is my thinking not correct?
So usually in the general translation, conventional translation, mindfulness and awareness considered as synonyms. And the Pali version is sati. But there's another synonym in the canon, apamada, that has been translated as diligence or vigilance. So these all come into, but they are not analytical. They teach to see things as they are and to choiceless awareness. So the early part of the question is the statement is straightforward, but later it says, I feel awareness and the mindfulness is analytical and all the kind of things that going little beyond the theoretical limits, so it is developing complications. So simple and straightforward answer is, this is a translation problem, but it's not the concept. Concept is the sati. Hardly it is been translated into mindfulness in a successful way, but it is the only way we have. Another synonym is awareness, bare awareness, but it is not from the theoretical point of view analytical. It is just observe things as they are.
What's the last question?
So it is your last chance. Because that you don't know how to speak to us, how to speak to a mic. So you are disqualified. Of course, I am better off because it is fixed and I know. But still, you don't get the point. The sound waves coming from the top.
Okay.
And then it must be 4 inches. If it is closer than 4 inches, it is bursting. And it's far away, others can't listen. So it is, some people, they are very happy to participate in discussion without the mic. Yeah. So it is a kind of a...
So this is the last question.
There's a question from the audience.
This is a question from Mr. Alhakon. After meditating sometimes, I get into an ecstatic feeling where I can stay for a very long time. I am very mindful all this time. Your comments. Theruvan Saranai.
So to the outlook, it appears like mind is passive. There's no object. There's no in and out. and appear like boring and continuous, monotonous. But in the Ottapada Sutta, as well as in the Ananjasappaya Sutta, Buddha says, when the mind come up to that kind of the freedom or space or kind of a static situation, that means no titillation, there's no motivation because no desire. So therefore it is well directed to the lack of desire. It represents at the bottom, it represents as monotonous, lost, disoriented, fearful, uncertainty, and some kind of entertainment, doubts can happen. So this is well accepted, therefore Buddha says sometimes it appears like a kind of a torturing. It appears like a kind of a burning, but the Buddha asking that particular yogi, when you come up to that level, can you understand that mind is rather free of defilements or relatively free of defilements? If it is so, make it a point to be more rejoiced, this situation. Second thing, you must make sure this situation come out of discipline. It is not a coincidence. If it is happening from the discipline, if you feel gradually you are do away with defilements, so therefore under such circumstances you must understand this is the fruit of mindfulness, the fruit of comprehension. This is the joy, this is the joy, this is the rapture. So therefore you must familiarize it, not yielding the defilements to titillate you and go for desire. It is always asking something titillating, something hilarious, something varietal entertainment, something future planning. So you have to train long time. It is like keeping a muddy water in a cup without shaking. It takes long time for colloidal particles to settle. To just appearance you can see the big particles are quickly setting and the colloids, they are almost specific gravity is almost like water, so it took a long time to settle down. If you agitate it, again it takes another period of time to settle down. So keeping calm, letting it to settle down is an art. It is what you call something not doing, not something doing. So you have to understand just being. In English it's called just being. But we have been so much agitated, our body, the mind and the words. We are so much chattering, so much activated, so much action-packed life. So therefore, the art of just being appear like negative, appear like not initiative, not progressive. So therefore, within yourself, some kind of antagonism happen. When such a clarity happen, why not I think about new formulas, new creativity, new productivity, and because mind is free. So this is the trap. So you have to understand whenever you do away with gross defilements, don't let the underlying tendencies to take the upper hand and take you for a ride. Only the Buddha recognize it. And therefore people say Buddha is nihilistic. Buddha is negative. Buddha is backward. But the Buddha is challenging. Of course you may be think about the future planning and creativity and kind of thing. With whose agenda? Is it your agenda or you are just subjected to what is happening under such a freedom situation? So therefore it is not only going to that state that is free of perception, but recognizing very thing is very challenging. It is very unhuman, I am telling. Humans are always creative, always thinking about evolution, revolution and all the kind of thing. But this radical reflection is to just be. Just to be aware choicelessly. Or it is called evenly suspended attention. Or it is called suspended decision. Don't rush into a decision. That means you are imposing yourself. You are going to put the conceit into you. This is good, this is better, this is bad kind of thing. And you are going to have a better half or good part and grabbing with your choice. These are the most lucid way of defining the defilements. Of course, this is the latent point of the underlying tendencies as defilements. So therefore, when you go deep and deep, you are going to action to non-action, perception to no-perception, explainable to unexplainable, gross to subtlety, with the limitation to the no-limit situation. So therefore, you feel like lost. And it appears like a personal challenge. It appear like a nihilistic, appear like self-negation. So therefore, even if you go to that state, the appreciation very state is completely different world. And I would say everyone knows this, even without meditation, but no one appreciates it. So what to do? Everyone wants to have some substantial thing, concrete thing, something to show, something to get one-upmanship. So much so you miss the bus. You lose the game. So therefore this is not earned through meditation. This is a given fact in the human mind. Meditation is isolating it. It's give the pure form and say, even if you extract the pure form, understanding it is lack of defilement and I got it through the discipline, Buddha has to come and tell you. Even if the Buddha come and tell, you will think other way around. You think it is just like water. No shape, no color, no taste. The pure water means no shape, no color, no taste. So you feel like it is very watery. What to do? So meditation is one aspect. This very correct view, this is a radical reflection. It's once in your life, once in your sansara, it has to take place. And then onward, you will understand, it is in normal English it says, giving a gift is good, but accepting the gift is better. So always it is sent out, it is already given, tapping on your door. You say, no, please wait, I am busy. Please wait, I am busy. So otherwise it's a endowment in the human mind. It's a matter of recognition. The very concept I was explaining, we just recently, Venerable Katakundi Jnanananda, he gave a series of talks on the dependent origination or cause and effect relationship. He explained very clearly in his 183rd talk. So when and where someone is asking, I used to send that talk, please listen. This is from the different point of view. Another teacher is telling something definable is a defilement. Something undefinable is pure. No rivalry, no fighting. So you have to live from the different perspectives, and then only our mind will be awakened. No, don't talk each other. No, don't, please silence. If someone wish to raise a question, raise the hand, we will send the mic. Don't talk each other. We have 2 mics. Meanwhile, the other person can raise the hand, so we can send the mic, so there won't be any discussion in between.
I don't want this part to be recorded. Most Venerable Swami Mahansa.
Make an off.